All About Arrays by Justin Reny
and Monica Lester. What is an array? An array is an object that can store a group of values all of the same type. How do you declare an array? You declare an array by declaring the type of value the array will hold, similar to declaring any other variable, and adding brackets at the end as well as the variable name, like so. That doesn't actually create an array, it just creates a reference to one. To declare an array object, you need to declare it like an object by using the new keyword. You use the second pair of brackets to declare the size of the array, but be careful. Once you declare the size of an array, you can't change it as the program runs. The elements are what hold the values within the array. If you already have the values to be stored within the array, you can declare them rather than declaring the size. So instead of typing out the object declaration with the new keyword, you list the values to be stored within a set of curly braces separated by commas, like so. Each element in an array is assigned a subscript, which starts at 0. So if there are 10 elements, or the size is declared at 10, the subscript for that array will be 0 through 9, rather than 1 through 10. You access an element of an array by calling the variable name, as well as the subscript of the element within the brackets. In this form, it will function as any other variable. Using our populated array, we can print out the values stored within it. Our first line is printing the value at subscript 0, which is storing the integer of 1, and the second is printing element 1, holding the integer 2. Below that, we add elements 1 and 2 together, element 2 holding the integer 3, and we can see it prints out the sum of 5. This shows that, as mentioned previously, calling an element within an array works the same way that calling a variable would, and can be used in functions as needed. There's also such a thing as a two-dimensional array, an array which, rather than one set of values, holds a set of arrays. You can think of this as the grocery store, which contains multiple aisles, which hold multiple items or values within each aisle. Nope, not this aisle. Ugh, not this one either. If only there was some way I could check what's in each aisle without having to look.
I can help you with that.
Oh, great. Can you help me find
We can solve this problem using arrays.
Oh, no, it's okay. I really only needed the...
Did I ask? Anyways, I think 2D arrays would be good for this.
Yeah, but can you just tell me where the...
Now we have a two-dimensional array here,
This array holds all the items that are inside the store.
and each row contains different items. Now we want a program that will print out all the items on each aisle and also label what aisle that the items are on so that the customer knows what items are on the aisle without having to check the aisle itself. So we're going to start with a for loop that goes through each row, aka each aisle.
And this row index variable inside the for loop will keep track of what aisle you're currently on.
So now let's go through the items on the aisles themselves. We're gonna need another for loop. So we're going to have a variable column index, which is basically going to be which item in the aisle that we're currently looking at. We're going to have it check how many items are in each aisle using array row index.length, and then it's going to increase that little column index number by 1.
And now if I write a print statement, you can see that all of the items on the aisle will be printed out. Now let's add a statement that prints out what aisle each item is on. That can be done easily by just adding a couple print statements.
So perfect, now it lists out every item.
If we add an if-else statement that checks to see if we're on the last item of the array, and if so, it doesn't add a comma to the end of the item, we can fix that weird comma issue. And now we can see what items are on which aisle, because it's all labeled out clearly for us.
Alright, now you should know where your desired item is.
But none of them contained eggs. I literally just need eggs.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Oh god, please do not go into some long-winded explanation about what an array is and how we can use that to search the items in the market. God.
Psh, no. I'm not gonna do that. Check this out. Alright, now just go over to aisle 4, and that's where the eggs are.
Ah, perfect. Thank you. Finally.
Why didn't you just give them a long explanation about how to look through an array for all the items inside?
Because the bee was looking for eggs, and there were no aisles that had eggs, so I just added a new one.
That doesn't make any sense. That's breaking the laws of physics.
I don't care.
Finally. My eggs! I found my eggs! I found the eggs. The end.